Hey guys, I'm back. So, turns out the video I made about this little guy right here, the 757, which I keep calling the 575, and I wish there was somebody here to smack the crap out of me every time I did that. It exists. It's not a great video, but I'm going to post it. Understand that when I shot it, I had just gotten here to school. I'm holding this camera by hand right now, so it's kind of wobbly. I did it with not even a video camera. I did it with this guy right here, using video mode. Not the finest quality that you've ever seen come from my channel. Understand also, I'm not trying to be too mysterious in the video when I say, like, I can't say where. I just didn't know what I was able to disclose. There's a lot of stupid rules and guidelines. So I'm not trying to, like, play secret squirrel with you guys when I say I can't say where I am. I just didn't know at the time. Obviously, it's fine now. So I'm going to edit that up. I'm going to post it. I figured while I'm here, I'd take a second for a couple of things. Number one, Logan, yeah, I'm a dick, because you don't have this yet. And when I'm a dick, I say I'm a dick. And I apologize that you, like, seriously, I know you think I'm a dick, you think I just forgot or I blew it off. I swear on all that is holy, I just have not had time, literally, to get this in the mail. And if you know anybody that's ever been through this course, you know, ask them. It's true. But, this is getting out to you this week, for sure. For sure. I apologize, man, and, you know, I'll have to make it up to you with something else, too. But you won you won the giveaway. This is yours. It's on its way to you. I promise. With giveaway in mind also, so I forgot to do, I was going to do this at the end of the last video with these bracelets. I have two of them, and obviously I already wear a bracelet. I can't wear three, so one of these is 7 1/4 inches. One of these is about 7.5 inches long. And, you know, they're up for grabs. So all you got to do is just comment on this video that you want one of these bracelets. We'll say the first 2 people that comment that they want one of these, you know, I'll get in touch with you, and, you know, you can send me a shipping address, and I'll throw them in the mail. And I'll get these on the wrists of people that want them. And then finally, I figured while I'm at it, you'll see I came here with a plethora of knives, because that's just what I do whenever I travel. 2 things I always travel with: knives and good whiskey. They always go with me everywhere. By the way, this is new. If you're a whiskey fan, this Hague Club stuff, I discovered it here after a particularly bad day of hooking missions and failing objectives in this course. So it's good stuff. Of all the giant assortment of knives that you'll see in the video that I brought with me, there really have only been a few that I've carried consistently throughout this course. And not that we do a whole lot of, like, out in the field work or anything, but just in general. It's really been these 2 XM18s. I love the way that this is. I don't have any other hinderer that opens as cleanly and as easily as this one, and I just love it to death. This is my very first hinderer. And she's all beaten up at this point, but I love her, and I never want to get rid of her. And then I managed to grab one of the spear points on a flash sale on the Facebook group a little while ago. So I carry this guy around. But really, the only other knife that I carry consistently, believe it or not, is this cheap little CRKT. Why? Because it's small. It's got this really nice assist on it. And it's just like a perfect little blade size for whatever random cutting task, and it doesn't take up a whole lot of room. So it's funny, I carry the XM18s on the very high end, and then a little CRKT speed assist kiss, which is pretty funny to me. But I highly recommend this. I don't know what model number this is. Does it say somewhere on there? I don't know. It's been great for me out here, just in terms of having just a little something extra in a pocket, or, you know, clipped on to whatever. All right, so with that being said, I am going to put the video talking about the 757 up, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Hey guys, it's been a long time, and so number one, no, I can't say where I've been. Number two, I apologize. A couple people had paid me for some custom Griptilian handles, and I had to have them refunded. Logan, I know you want your knife, you want your CRKT, you're getting it. I promise, being taken care of. Where am I right now? I'm somewhere else. I'm going to be here for about 6 months, doing some advanced training and everything. I'm not home, but when they told me I was going to be going somewhere else for 6 months, I was home very briefly and then I had to go here. I decided I was going to bring this small arsenal with me to entertain myself and play with. Oh my god, what was that? What is that? Is that the Benchmade 757 finally? Finally? Yes, it is. So, before I left, I said that I was going to do my Griptilian test, which I'm still going to do when I get a chance. This was pre-ordered. Was supposed to have arrived a long time ago, and I know why it took so long, and so we'll go over that as we look at this knife. All right, the Benchmade 757. So, first of all, I'm gonna cut right here to show a picture of what this knife was supposed to look like when they first offered it. Okay, so complicated blade shape. I guess somewhere between the time where they originally put that design out and they actually shipped the knives out, they figured out that for production-wise, they couldn't make it happen in the time frame with the numbers they wanted. It just wasn't working. So it has a different blade, and you're going to see that. And at first, I was pretty unhappy with it, but now I kind of like it. And I'm sorry the light in here sucks. This is the best I've got. So if you look at it starting with, it is a pretty big knife, which I like. So we can compare it to a couple things I have here. There's a Spyderco military. Right? I happen to have a Griptilian with me, so compare it to a Griptilian. And then let's put it next to an XM18. So it is a little bit bigger than the XM18. I think it's a little hard to tell exactly, but it's a big, chunky knife. Interestingly enough, this is a blue class knife, not a black class knife. And I would think that it would be black class the way it's built, but, you know, whatever. So, interesting design here. You've got your two G10s, your green G10 overlaid on the black G10. Okay, so the pivot and everything is underneath this green panel here. It's a liner lock, which is kind of rare for Benchmade these days. Titanium liners. Come on, focus. Focus for me. Very nice. I know you probably can't tell here. Very lightly bronze anodized titanium liners on this knife. So that's like a nice touch there. We've got a G10 backspacer with sort of that gear pattern in there, and then an anodized titanium clip on it. It is very smooth. You can see the blade is very different from what they originally offered. It actually looks a lot to me like the Cyber 275. I didn't grab one to bring with me. The deal was, this was waiting for me at the UPS distribution place for me to pick up the day I had to get out of town. So had I known that they were going to change the blade to look like this, because Benchmade didn't put it out very easily. Nobody knew they were changing the blade. They just did. I guess if you went to SHOT Show, you knew, but those were the only people. But I would have brought that blade to compare, because it is very similar. So let me cut right now to a picture of that blade. Okay, so you can see there's a lot of family resemblance between the 275 and the 757. At first I was really disappointed because I wanted that really cool looking blade, and I didn't get it. But now, having played with it in a car, cross country to get to where I needed to be, you know, I've been using it a little bit. Nothing hard use or anything just yet, but super sharp. First production, so I don't know if they're going to fix their production problems and go back to that original blade. If they do, I'm definitely going to get one. But you know, this blade has grown on me. You can see it's almost like a Bowie, but still kind of retains a little bit of a drop point. It's got those cyber grooves that you see on all of his knives with Benchmade. I'm trying to capture it here. There's a beautiful stone wash, because usually with Benchmade you've got two options. You've got the black coating, or you've got, you know, if you look at this one, just that metal finish, right? The satin finish. This one has a really, really nice stonewash finish to it, and it almost looks like a working finish, like a Hinderer working finish. It's not. I know it's not, but it's just that it looks really good. I really like the way it came out on this knife. Thumb studs are pretty much Cyber standard from some of his other knives with Benchmade. Fits in the hand very nicely. I like the fact that it extends down a little bit. You can really get a good grip on this. I wasn't sure how it was going to feel, you know, with all this texturing and shaping and everything, but it feels great. It feels really good. The liner lock there, it's super smooth. Oh, and something else that's really cool, Benchmade carbonized all the locks. So there is absolutely no stickiness at all with this S30V blade and the titanium liner lock. It's cool. You can see that it kind of, like in terms of a field blade, you know, if you're going to use it like out in the field, combat fighter type blade, I mean, it just looks badass. It's got a great look to it. Even though it's not that original cool blade that they offered. So what I did bring, not knowing that I was going to do this, I've got a couple other cyber designs from Benchmade, and you can see just a little tiny bit of family resemblance. There's much more resemblance to the 275. If you take a look at the hilt area of a 275, that is almost exactly what you're going to find there. But the 755, right, the mini pocket rocket, you can see they use the same green color G10 to sort of keep it in the family, right? And then something else I brought was my 7505, just because I love this knife. And if you're going out in the field, this is another good knife to have. You can see that the size is almost the same between the 755 and the 757. Let me move them out of the glare a little bit lighter than the 7505. 7505's blade is M390, and this one is S30V. So that's kind of like, you know, pick your poison, which one do you like better? They're both really great steels, so you know you're getting good quality either way. This is significantly less expensive than this. Obviously, this is a gold class knife, even though it probably shouldn't be. It should probably be black class or blue class. But that's my own personal opinion right there. Either way, I really like these knives. If you were thinking about picking up the 757, it's a damn good knife. I was very put off at first by this blade shape because it wasn't what I originally paid for. But I am pretty happy with it now. And I'll be carrying it around next week in a real field environment. And, you know, if there's anything significant to report, when I can, I'm probably not going to be able to put up another video for a little bit. But, you know, I'll do that. Sorry I was gone. I actually got some nasty grams, like some really upset people saying, why aren't you putting up videos? So I'm back in a country where I can put up videos. I don't know if I'm going to get to, though, very often, being here where I am now, doing what I'm doing, but, you know, I'll do my best. So anyway, thanks for those of you who still stick with me, still check my channel, still write that, like, hey, you're worried about me, why haven't you heard from me? I'll do other videos. I've got some more Benchmades, some new ones ordered that are really, really cool. If you look at some of their new releases, I ordered 6 more. So, yeah, I'm a little trouble on the home front with that one, but anyway, thanks, guys, for hanging in there. I know this is not a great video, but I'll try to do better the next time when I get around to doing it, all right? Okay, so I will see you all real soon.